This is From Hero to Zero, a show about the misconception of the demise of the music industry. We talk to heroes to make sense of the alleged zero, the music business. Hi Eric, how are you?
Good, how you doing, man?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for taking your time and sitting down with us and talking about Testament.
No worries.
And Brotherhood of the Snake. So Eric, you've been in the music business for decades, since the 1980s. Playing with Testament, you released your 11th album last year, Brotherhood of the Snake. Where do you see the main differences about being a musician, or the music business, if you will, today, 2017, compared to when you started 30 plus years ago?
You mean me as a musician or just music in general?
Both.
Okay. Well, when we started, our genre, thrash metal, there was 10 thrash metal bands that were signed, and then maybe another 20 or 30 that were unsigned. Now there's 2,000 signed and 2 million unsigned. So the genre's grown a lot, and yeah, it's crazy. I mean to think that my band is part of a blueprint of a certain type of genre of music, so that's kind of cool. I don't know, I'm very just kind of down to earth person. I don't really trip on that. I don't feel like a rock star. I don't feel like I don't feel special in that sense, other than I'm just a fan of what I do. I really like the craft. I'm very happy that God's given me the creation to make this kind of music, so that's how I feel.
Cool, very cool. When the 1990s came on and heavy metal started declining in popularity and so on,
it was awesome.
It was awesome. Why? Why so?
Because it started becoming so thrash metal was all about like posers and people that were fake, and thrash was more real, and we used to always make fun of music people that just they want to be in a rock band just for the sake of being in a rock band, getting girls or having long hair or whatever. And it seemed like thrash metal started going towards that way. Even us, we started using hairspray and parting our hair on the side and doing some stupid shit, but it kind of weeded out the weak, and it kind of showed the bands that weren't real, because they switched over and started wearing grunge clothes or whatever, or switching over to the music that was called alternative, and bands like Slayer and Testament and Exodus and a lot of the thrash bands stood their ground. I think they didn't really switch over, so and it was hard though, because we record sales went down for us, but it made the market a lot more after we got out of that. We knew that was just going to be a certain period of of time of music, and we got out of it, and I think we came back on top a little bit, because it was we never lost that ground, I think.
Interesting. You just mentioned record sales went down, which is everybody knows that by now, I suppose.
Well, back then it was different, because then it was more real of losing record sales. Now it's just it's across the board. You got Metallica, who used to sell 100 million records. They're selling 1 million now.
Because music consumption changed the way we consume.
But for us, it's really not really changed too much. We used to sell almost gold, maybe 300,000-400,000 in the States, and now it's more around 100, or a little under. So it isn't it went for us, it was just a little bit, but for a lot of bands that were up here, it's wow. So for them, it's probably wow.
So you were not shocked with the technological changes that happened?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's really cool to, as a fan of music, to be able to go online and get what you want for free, but I don't think you realize, or not you, or maybe you realize, that it kind of takes away from the artist that you really like, you know, that what we're trying to do, because it's pretty hard to be a musician. I mean, once you get signed and you become that's your job now, it's like more than half of your pay is taken away because it's given away for free from the internet. So I mean, and it'll get figured out one day. I mean, they'll figure it out somehow. But right now, it's at a weird, you know, stage right now. I mean, they're like Spotify and iTunes. I mean, you actually get paid now a little bit, and there's satellite radio which pays you now. There's a thing called I forgot the name.
That's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, there's different societies now in music that will, you know, actually pay you, which is cool. That I didn't even know about, but you just sign it up and you make it happen. Oh, one of them is called Sound Exchange. Fucking awesome. Love you guys. But that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, it's hard, you know, playing music and getting paid. So you have to tour a lot more, I think.
That's just what I wanted to ask. Do you see that how does the distribution work of the income distribution, let's say? Do you have to tour more nowadays to get more revenue?
Oh yeah, definitely.
More than before?
Well, I mean, you're not selling a lot of records, as many as, you know, it's gone down, I would say half, or maybe for a lot of bands, you know, it's gone down like 2/3 of your sales. So it leaves bands to like tour more. But, you know, I think our kind of music is more meant for touring because it's not soothing. You know, it's not like you put on our music and you go, this is making me feel good. I mean, it's like, ooh. So I mean, it's more of a live thing for Testament, I think, just for the fans to be there and experience the energy. So
which just brings me,
we love it. I mean, we love the tour. So
great, and we love to see you tour, of course. Which brings me to my next question. I read in an interview, or saw in an interview, that you mentioned that the Brotherhood of the Snake is basically, the way I understood it, a conceptual album, because you write about a secret society of many years back. However, albums nowadays, or the music, the way people consume music nowadays, can be, and often is, just song by song.
Which is cool.
Which is cool. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I mean, I think we didn't like say, okay, Brotherhood of the Snake, we're going to write about Brotherhood of the Snake and make all the songs about that. A lot of them kind of came into the theory of the lyrics, you know. Did I say lyrics? Lyrics. I used to say lyrics, but yeah, I mean, some of them kind of like coexisted with each other. I don't think Testament's really, other than the New Order, I don't think we've really written a record that's like more conceptual. But I think, you know, maybe in the future we'll try to do something that would be cool, like 2112 or something. I think we could do something like that, but, you know, that'd be cool.
I would love to see it for sure.
That'd be cool. I mean, especially with Steve and Gene, you know.
Exactly.
Those guys are awesome.
And I saw that you produced, talking about digital media, I saw that you produced quite many videos to promote Brotherhood of the Snake, which maybe...
We did one.
You did
well, there's
one?
a lyrical video, and then we have a video.
I meant promotional videos, where you or Chuck, I think, yeah.
Are talking, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
you guys
okay,
are talking,
yeah,
and there were outtakes as well.
Yeah.
Is it for you, you know, compared to back in the days, that's a new kind of work you have to come up with. Is it for
well,
you?
yeah, because there's the internet, and you know that's a way to talk about what you're doing. Just make a video, put it online, boom, everybody sees it.
Is it fun or a chore?
It's cool because if not, you'd have to do an interview with a magazine, and then they would have to like publish it, and you have to wait 3-4 months for it to come out, and then people would have to read it if they wanted to buy the magazine. Now it's just like, that's the good thing about the internet, is where you can do press and you can do messages, and people just, boom, it's right there. Click, bam, I can see it. So those are the good things.
Cool, very nice. Well, Eric, it was very interesting. Thank you so much. All the best with the tour.
Cheers.